is up? Mateo, Matt, Coffee Dirty Bean Master of the Nine Realms.
What's up, Stone? How's it going, man?
I unsmoothly just grabbed this
Dude, I've
bottle
made
of water.
So many things awkward
This
this
is gonna
morning
be like
already.
ASMR
I'm still learning.
now.
Yeah.
Because we have new mics, new mic stand.
I'm still trying to figure this out. I don't know how to comfortably sit and not look dumb.
Well, I mean that's a struggle for a lot of people, including you.
Oh, I see what the problem is. The blanket. The blanket's throwing me
That's
off.
on the cord.
Yeah, but I can, if I bring it up there, we're good.
All right.
Yeah. That way it just, as I move the blanket. Sorry, guys, I'm still learning.
This is a great
It's
intro.
early.
And you could also get a little closer. You know?
To the mic?
Yeah.
Nah. We're just like that. How's that sound?
All right.
Groovy?
Yes, groovy.
Cool, groovy, man. Now we're ready to roll.
All right.
All
Welcome
right.
to Blanky Time, everybody. Hope you enjoyed last week's episode. It was quite a doozy. So
Ooh, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
But today we have something pretty fun, pretty loose, pretty epic. This is a website I found,
Ooh, okay.
and I am going to say I 100% ripped this off from another podcast, but we barely have a following, so who
Hey,
cares?
it's cool, bro. We can do that.
This is a website called Will You Press the Button?
Okay.
And on this website, there's a bunch of different questions, give or takes, and you choose if you will press the button or if you will not, and receive the trade-offs, and then you figure out the percentage of people who actually did.
Groovy. I'm excited, man. Yeah. I don't know what to expect, so
yeah,
I'm along for the ride.
I guess I could pass my phone back and forth, and we could do it back and forth to one
It's
another.
whatever, man. I don't care. I'm easy, bro.
How about I'll do 3 for you, and then you do 3 for me, and we'll
All right.
see how it goes from there.
Let's do it.
All right. First question: will you press the button? You can travel through time, but every time you do, there is a chance you will go mad. The first time you do it, the chance is 1%. The second, 2%. The third, 4%. The fourth, 8%, etc.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like this is an easy one because I'm already mad. Like just, most of the time, people think I'm a little crazy. So I'm 100% pressing the button on this one. Yeah.
You're going to press the button. So if you could travel through time,
yeah,
where would you go?
I've thought about this a lot, actually. And, probably, well, obviously the Wild West would be a stop.
The Wild West?
Yeah, bro. The Wild West would be really cool.
It's a shorter amount of time than people think.
Yeah.
It was
like a very brief window of time. But I feel like it would be super cool, minus like the dysentery and stuff like that. But
your son Toby got bit by a rattlesnake and your mother died of dysentery.
Yeah.
You continue walking for 7 days.
Right. Yeah. No, like the Wild West would be cool. But
Wild Wild West, the Will Smith
Wild West
movie.
Yeah. That was not a good representation of what I think the Wild West was like. But
Wild West,
probably like ancient history. I feel like that would be super dope.
Ancient. Figure out what the heck was going on when the pyramids were built and
Let's
stuff.
go back. Let's go see what's going on with the Sphinx.
Wow. 55% of people said they would push this button.
I feel like it would be more.
This is out of... Okay, it says 26,000 pressed the button and 21,000 did not. So it's a wide swath of people doing this.
People are afraid to go a little insane.
Maybe a lot of people don't realize everybody's a little bit crazy already.
Right, exactly.
So the 1 and 2% and potentially all the way up to 4 and 8 is even like, that's not that big.
But honestly,
and by that point, you've traveled like 5 or 6 times, and you're probably good.
Yeah, right. Like you don't have to travel. It's not like maybe it's like tattoos, and you just can't stop. It's like I gotta go again. But I feel like
I gotta go slay dragons with who was the dragon slayer knight?
That would be sick.
What was his name?
I don't know.
Lancelot?
He was one of Arthur's guys. Did he slay dragons?
I think so.
let's go hang out with Arthur and Lancelot.
Go
I'd
kill
be
some
down.
dinosaurs.
Yeah, bro.
Get
Dinosaurs would
some
be,
OG dino nuggies.
dude. I'd be all about it. Let's,
Medieval peasants munching on some dino nuggies
dude,
back in the
dude,
day.
like, bro, I'm here for it, man. Yeah, I feel like that's a lot of people. 21,000 people didn't press the button. I feel like there's a lot of
I wouldn't.
you wouldn't press the button.
Nah.
Why?
Because I'll get my reward when the time is done. You know
Oh,
what
is
I'm
that how
saying?
this works?
Huh?
There's a reward for not pressing the button.
No. I'm talking about like
Oh,
up with the Lord, the
oh, you're talking
man
about the Lord.
upstairs. Some people say you won't even be concerned with the dealings of the past, but I say maybe. But I also say, it'd be pretty cool to know what's going on. You know
It
what I'm
would be
saying?
pretty cool. Yeah, and it might help you appreciate the present a little more.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Also, I don't want to potentially like mess something up.
Oh, like the butterfly effect.
Now, if there is one thing, like when people are like, if you had to go back in time and kill one person to change the world,
Right.
who would you kill?
Yeah.
And most of the time, they're like, baby Hitler.
Mm.
Not
Yeah.
me. You know who I'd go for?
Who?
Thomas Edison.
Right. That guy changed the world, man.
Yeah.
For probably not for the positive.
Nope. He didn't.
It's,
And we can get into that in another podcast.
Yeah, that's.
So I'll leave that on a
Plus,
cliffhanger.
he ripped off like the light bulb. Oh, I don't want to spoil the next episode.
It's a cliffhanger, Matt.
Bro, let's just say he was not who we think he was.
Dun dun dun. All right. Next button is you have a lifetime supply of free meals, but you have to eat them in front of starving children who can't have any.
That's terrible. That's terrible. I can't press that button, man.
You can't?
No. I don't want to eat it in front of starving children, bro. It's close to my heart.
People have been doing that. Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I guess we have been doing that for a long time.
Yeah.
But in other cultures, maybe it's just different.
It's like gossip, but with food. You're just
basically
like gossiping in front of the person, but instead you're eating in front of them.
That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. I still don't think I could do it though. It's
Free meals. Also, what kind of meals are these? Are these like Obama food meals, or are they like gourmet?
Yeah, it's like MREs. I just don't think.
Do you know what I mean by Obama food?
I know.
So like, back when Obama was
that's a good impression.
the president, him and Michelle, she had a big thing about like health food in public schools and things like that, right?
Yeah.
And there was like this incentive on, changing public school food and stuff. And when they did it in certain areas, the food looked like prison food. It was weird.
Oh, I did hear about that. Yeah.
It's just we
My
called
wife
it Obama food because it was weird and like plasticky food that was like.
They took away the chicken nuggets and the pizza.
Yeah.
And they replaced it with like meatloaf or something.
Which wasn't really meatloaf. It was probably like Taco Bell meatloaf.
Yikes. Yeah. No, I was out of school at that point, but I've heard stories from people close
of the era of Obama food.
The Obama food era. Yeah, I mean,
or just like government food in general. Like I went to this thing that was like government sponsored for something, and they had like hamburgers and hot dogs, but the hamburgers looked like they would never mold. You know, like a McDonald's, like the cheapest McDonald's hamburger.
Like you can leave it for
worse.
10 years and it's not going to change
in
any shape. Yeah. Either way, I just feel like that's a pretty low blow to do that. Like I just don't think I could eat in front of hungry kids. But yeah, how many people press that button? I'm curious.
Let's find out. Let's find out.
We'll see how.
So you're not gonna press the button.
I'm definitely not gonna press the button.
All right. Stupid ads. Alrighty. 30,000 people have pressed this button, while 53,000 did not. So you are in the 64% majority.
Yeah, bro. The 30,000 people who pressed that button,
What if they were starving?
I would eat in front of them at this point.
Yeah, but what if when they were taking this, they were like struggling to get meals?
Yeah.
So really, they'd just be eating in front of their family.
I mean, that's an interesting way to look at it. Yeah, I feel like yeah, either way though, still, bro.
Oh man,
It just shows how selfish you are at that point if you just can't eat in front of other people.
yeah.
You know, I have trouble eating in front of like my family if they're not eating, like
Oh, that's the
or like if
southerner
your
in me.
food comes first at like a restaurant, are you digging in or are you waiting for like
I'll take a
everyone's
bite,
food? Yeah, I'll have like a French fry,
a bite or two.
but like yeah,
That's why Mexican food's so great because you can still keep munching on chips.
right,
It's kosher
exactly.
to just eat
Yeah,
chips before you ever pray or whatever.
or like the Chili's chips and salsa.
But
Yeah.
you have to pay for.
No,
Yeah,
did they change it?
it's been changed for a while, dude.
No, bro.
You got to pay for chips and salsa.
Well, yeah, you have to pay for. Well, no, I know that,
It's
but
additional
you get a
cost.
free one when
No,
you sign up for the Chili's thing.
Chili's.
Every
Oh,
meal.
like
Chili's
frequent
rewards.
flyers rewards type
Yeah, but
thing.
you don't have to earn it. It's like there automatically. As long as you sign up at the end, you just apply it. Dude, I love some Chili's. Chili's, if you want to sponsor us,
Chili's baby back
bring it
ribs.
on. Also, bring back the 3
Bubba
for 10,
baby.
bro, because
The
like
what?
you took all the good stuff off of the 3 for 10, bro.
Three
Like
for 10 was good, and
I just
also
I
the
don't get it.
the $20 meal deals. Are those still a thing?
Yeah, but they're more expensive now. They're like $30, and they took the variety away. I feel like the portions got smaller. I will say though, when's the last time you went to Applebee's?
I haven't been in a physical Applebee's in a long time, but I've had Applebee's somewhat recently because my mom, she like orders food delivery sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
and most of the time it's Applebee's because Applebee's is struggling to stay alive, and so they have all these crazy deals where you get like a crap ton of food for a small amount of money.
Right. Yeah.
So she'll have like 5 Applebee's steaks and mashed potatoes and broccoli and stuff, and it tastes kind of like nursing home food, but it's
Right.
still steak.
Yeah.
So
We went on our honeymoon, so that was like 8 years ago, and then we went Sunday for the first time in like 8 years, and I have to say it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, the food was hot, it's fresh. I got
Doesn't Adam Sandler have a thing about Applebee's?
maybe,
He like wants to go to every Applebee's in the U.S.
maybe.
like cumulatively.
I just remember doing like those pancake breakfasts back in the day at Applebee's. Applebee's used to
Pancake.
let you come in and cook pancakes as like a fundraiser.
What?
So we did a bunch of those growing up.
You would go and cook in the Applebee's.
Yeah, you go before they open because they open at like 11 or whatever. So you should show up at 8. You've already sold tickets for this pancake breakfast, and you cook like microwave pancakes in the back.
That's
Oddly
crazy.
enough, their kitchen didn't have any ovens, just a bunch of microwaves.
That's what I told you. It's just nursing home
Yeah, I
food.
know. But anyway, needless to say, all that
You
aside,
might have released like a big trick of the trade
all that
for
aside,
Applebee's.
I'm just saying the food was good this Sunday. So Applebee's, I like.
Do
where
they have
you're
a
going.
flat top?
I don't know. It's been a long
It's
time.
just-
But I don't remember seeing
microwaves?
anything, bro. There was like a salad bar back there, a really sketchy looking coffee pot, and then a bunch of microwaves. So,
Well, speaking of food stuff, it relates to the next
oh man.
dilemma.
All right.
Alrighty, okay. Will you press the button? You can drink Coca-Cola for free, but it tastes like Pepsi.
Nah, I'm not pressing that button.
What?
Dude, okay, I don't drink soda anymore, but when I did,
But you could give this to people. You could give this to starving kids, and it would be like nutrients.
what nutrients are in Coca-Cola, bro?
Sugar, caffeine, baby. That's all you need.
Nah, it's terrible. Have you seen what it does to a penny or a rusty nail?
Yeah,
It's just
that just means it's making you stronger. because
that's
it's
terrible,
because
man.
it's it breaks through the blood brain barrier and absorbs into your body, and you're like Coca-Cola, man.
No, I love Coca Cola. Don't get me wrong, especially like
Coca-Cola
when we're down in
Light.
Central and South America, bro. Best Coca Cola, like
Facts.
hands down. But no, I've never been a fan of Pepsi, and nah, I just wouldn't do it. It's bad for your teeth. It's bad for your kidneys, man. I'm a recovering
What if it was?
Coca-holic,
What if it was Mexican Coca-Cola?
but
Because it didn't.
it still tastes like Pepsi though.
Then it's Mexican Pepsi.
There's no Pepsi in Mexico.
Well, what? There's Pepsi in Guatemala.
I don't remember seeing it.
What? There's more Pepsi in Guatemala than there is
I
Coca-Cola.
mean, all the tiendas I went to was Coke all the way, bro. But I mean, I'm not saying it's not there. I just think it tastes like booty. So,
What?
um,
Well, all right, fine. You will not press the
I'm not
button.
pressing that button, buddy.
There's no.
Sorry.
There's no.
I'll reap my eternal reward for that.
What's the
Long lifespan and some kidneys at work.
what's the turn? I forgot what I was talking about.
Something about Pepsi and Coke.
Oh, there's no negative takeaway. I guess
There's 100% negative takeaway, bro.
if
You
you're
die
picking,
young.
okay, all
Your
right, all
blood
right.
sugar's not where it needs to be. You get diabetes.
Well, you're in the minority with this one. Only 28,000 people said they would not push the button.
How many people push
Uh,
it?
Almost 80,000 pushed the button.
Ooh. I wonder out of those 80,000, how many are healthy? And
Yeah, I wonder what the
what the
demographic
demographic is.
of
Not saying
these
I'm healthy.
questions are.
By no means am I a perfect picture of health. But all this aside, dude, you put like a Mexican Coke in front of me or a Coke from Guatemala, bro, all day I'm getting it.
Destroying that.
It's so good. Yeah, not gonna lie, it's very good. And they have like the huge like liter glass bottles, dude.
Yeah, oh my gosh,
Gosh,
drinking a whole
it's
liter.
so good, man.
Yeah.
It's like a guilty pleasure. Like I haven't had Coke on the regular in like 15 years at this point, but
Coke on a regular.
I used to have like 2 liters a day, bro. No joke. I drank a ton of it.
2 liters
Yeah,
in a day.
I cut out soda and lost 50 pounds. Like
No, I believe
that's
it.
how
I
drastic it
kind of
was.
did the same thing.
Like yeah, it. But yeah, through like I mean, from the bottle till like when I was 19, like every day.
It's like the I used to work with a bunch of Guatemalan guys, as you know,
Mhm.
and they like don't drink water at all. There's only one that drinks water, and basically they're what they drink throughout the day is it starts with an ice cold monster,
Mhm.
and then you have a couple Coca-Colas in between there, and then at lunch another monster, maybe another 2 hours after lunch another monster, but all sprinkled throughout that
Yeah,
Coca-Cola.
makes
Like
sense.
they're destroying it all day.
That makes sense.
Like one of our guys said that like if he drank water before lunch, he would get sick because that's how infrequently he drank water.
That's crazy though. But also like, and not saying this is super related, but like 4 out of 5 people in Guatemala have diabetes. Like it's pretty drastic.
That well, they probably also have a lot of processed oils in their stuff too, like
Yeah.
cooking in it,
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
like
I don't
canola.
know the secret behind it, but it's yeah.
The secret. What is the
Secret.
secret of
What's the secret to
diabetes?
diabetes? Uh,
What secrets are held in diabetes?
yes. Yikes.
My friend last night was telling me about how they had a cat that had type 1 diabetes, and
Yeah.
she'd have to give it its shots or whatever. But I don't understand how a cat can have type 1.
Right, because isn't that like that's not caused by eating or
No,
that's weird. My in-laws' dog has diabetes.
but is it type 2?
It's type. I think it's type 2. I'm assuming because
How big's the dog?
she's hefty, bro. She's a hefty puppy. She's super sweet, but yeah, like the insulin shots every day, morning and night. It's a lot, but yeah, it's
do you
interesting.
do you know what the third type of diabetes is?
I don't.
Did you know there's a third type?
I did know there was a third type. Yeah, I don't know.
It's diabetes caused by pregnancy.
Oh yeah,
That's a fun
I
one.
did know that. That's yeah. Yikes.
That's a weird one.
Gestational diabetes, is that's for the when the kid gets it, right? Or is that when the mom gets it?
No, it happens to the mom,
Yeah. Interesting.
which is you would think you would want your sugar recepting ability to be peak when you're growing a child inside of
Right.
you.
Of course.
But sometimes nature's a funny thing.
Nature is a funny thing.
All right, let's do one more.
All right, let's do it. I'm ready.
Okay, will you press the button? You can turn invisible whenever you want, but every time you are
Invisible.
every time you are invisible, you age 1,000 times faster.
My God, I'm already aging 1,000 times faster.
This is sort of like
This is a
Lord
great
of the
question, though.
Rings in a way.
It's like the picture of Dorian Gray, you know, where
Oh
like
yeah,
he keeps his youth and his beauty and his charisma, I guess, but in return, like the picture ages for him, and he's never allowed to look at it. It's like I feel like that
yeah. But this
situation.
you're aging normally, and then you age faster once you
A
turn invisible.
1,000 times faster, bro. 1,000 times faster. What do I need to be invisible for? I could rob a
Maybe
bank,
you got
but
to
then I'm gonna
sneak out.
die.
Maybe you
And
got to sneak out
what's I probably got what
somewhere.
another 40 good years left, maybe, hopefully more. But
You would
okay,
you to under
1,000 times faster than I'm aging right now.
Yeah, to figure out the caveats, you'd have to figure out what the rate of depreciation is for a
Mm,
human.
yeah, I don't know, but it doesn't sound like an even trade off. I don't really care about being. It would be super cool.
Yeah, the invisibility is kind of, I think, a lamer power.
What's
You
like?
know,
Yeah, I mean,
it's mainly a creeper power.
did you ever read the Invisible Man?
Read?
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
So like, yeah, I mean, I like the book. I enjoyed the book, but also I kind of felt sad for the guy at the same time. I just, which in that situation, I think he ends up dying at the end. Spoiler. If you haven't read it, it's been out for like 100 years.
Oh
So,
no.
um, but no, I just don't
Normally, you
like.
say spoiler alert before you spoil it.
It's fine. If you haven't read The Invisible Man yet, you're late to the game, bro.
The book has been invisible to you.
Yeah. So I just feel like, I mean, I would love it to be invisible, but it's not that big of a deal for me. I'd rather stay young and watch, my kids grow up or whatever. Is that a lame trade off? I feel like that's not lame. You know,
Let me see if I can find the depreciation rate.
1,000 times though is a lot, regardless of like
1,000 times.
how many years does that cut off of your life?
Um, well, the rate increases every year by 10%. So basically, after your like mid 30s is
Oh,
when your rate already starts going up. So you might as well just like
I'm almost there,
stack
bro.
it
I'm almost
and
there. Let's
go
just like,
invisible.
no, nah, bro. It's not worth it. Mm.
All right, I will not. He says only 30,000 people said they would push the button, and 70,000 said they would not press the button.
Yeah, I don't know
So
what that says about me if I'm just playing it safe. Cause I mean, I don't know. Give me another one. Give me one. I need a,
one that's less taxing
yeah, bro.
mentally.
Give me an easy one.
Chili's baby back ribs.
Barbecue sauce.
All right. Will you press the button? Bill Gates is in your debt and will give you the
Yeah, he
best
is.
software in the world.
Why do I want a software? I want
But
some of his cash.
they all run on Windows 8 and you can't change it.
Dude, that's terrible.
This is dumb. I'm doing another
Yeah,
one.
skip that, bro. Bill Gates, if you're in my debt, bro, you're getting off some of that cash. I don't want no software.
All right. Will you press the button? You can heal any disease or injury and save someone's life, but a random person somewhere in your world dies when you do.
Somewhere in my world, like personal. What doesn't make sense?
Yeah, so I think the way this one is basically saying is you can only use this ability once to heal somebody or save somebody's life.
But I'm trading someone
But
else's life.
when you die, someone you know and are close to personally dies at the same time as you.
Oh man, this is tricky. Um, hmm.
I'd take that. I'd push the button.
You would?
Yeah.
Why?
Because odds are, someone you know when you're going to die is probably going to die at the same time.
Yeah.
Especially if they're like around your age or
True.
older than you, like you.
True.
Like
Yeah.
when I'm dying, and if you're not dead, you're definitely close behind me. You
Yeah,
know
I'm
what I'm
not gonna
saying?
be far. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like that's pretty easy, even trade.
Unless because like I say you do something, you have a dangerous job or whatever, and you end up, you know, falling off something or getting chipped up by a wood chipper, and then
Right.
your homie next to you is just like, oh no, I have to jump in with him because of
Yeah.
the laws of fate.
Oh,
I'd push it though.
that would be terrible. Yeah, I feel like why not? Let's push it. Let's see what's going on.
All right. 27,000 said they would push it, and 18,000 said they would not.
Huh.
So it's a even 60-40 split.
All right. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a fair trade. Like, it would be nice to be able to you know,
One time,
be able to
hook
heal a
somebody up.
disease.
But if you had that faith already to do that,
Right. I was about to say, like, if you got the spirit, just like,
that should
let's,
already potentially be happening
yeah,
through the
right,
power
exactly.
of Jesus Christos, baby.
Trick question.
Trick question. Answer: Jesus.
Daily double.
All right, I got some more for you, hot off the press. Are
Let's
you
get
ready?
it. I'm ready.
Will you press the button?
Yes. Oh, you haven't. All right. Let's try it again.
Will you press the button? You can speak any language fluently, but you have to maintain a vegan lifestyle.
Oh man, I love chicken so much. I don't know if I could do it. In order to speak other languages fluently, I have to be vegan.
It's any language. Imagine that though. Any language.
Any language, bro. I feel like I could make the I feel like I could make that sacrifice. Yeah, let's press the button, dude.
So,
I don't even know what food is considered vegan though. Like
no
obviously
animal byproducts.
right. So it's
At
like
all.
plants,
Only plants.
rice,
Rice is a plant.
quinoa.
Quinoa. Tofu.
What kind of protein are we talking? Do vegans eat
Beans.
fish or no?
No.
Vegetarians.
That's
eat fish.
pescatarians.
Pescatarians eat.
Pescatarians are
No, I
basically
know
you're
that, but-
vegetarian, but you eat fish.
Right. Okay.
So I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna press the button.
Yeah.
I love chicken. Don't get me wrong, but if I could speak any language,
Yeah, that's a difficult one.
I feel like we'd all be probably a little healthier if we adopted more of a vegan lifestyle. Anyway, you know, it might be a little miserable for a while.
I don't think it.
You
I don't think it's healthier.
you don't think it's healthier? I mean, maybe we'll see.
Unless you would have to take a lot of supplements.
Yeah, that's not in the law. I'll just take protein supplements.
Well, it's not just protein. There's like other vitamins and essential stuff in meat
Yeah.
that you can only get from meat unless you take supplements. So I guess if you want to, yeah, in that case, meat's just so good.
It's very good.
It's also easier to, like, say it, the TV show Revolution,
Yeah.
where all the power goes out.
Yeah.
Like, farming takes a lot of work, but like hunting and fishing on a good day doesn't take too much work,
Right.
you know.
That's true. That's true. I mean, I'm not saying that, like, I love my meat. Let me just put that out there.
Steak, meat and potatoes.
You know,
You're a meat and potatoes kind of guy.
but if I have to live off of potatoes,
Potatoes.
whatever, bro. I can't speak any language. I feel like it's a safe bet.
So, 49% of people said they would push it, which is
Huh.
actually kind of surprising because I think
Thought
this would be a
more.
lot higher.
Yeah, I thought so too. But people love their meat. It's whatever.
Meat. with meat and potatoes. Did you ever watch Word Girl?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's a show on PBS,
Oh,
and there was two bad guys, and one's name was Meat, and the other was Potatoes, and together they were Meat and Potatoes, and one of them could just like launch like piles of meat out of their hands, like shoot it like, and
oh
then the other
wow.
guy could just like shoot baked potatoes out of his hand.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
I was like, man, I wish I was around meat and potatoes because I'd just be chowing down.
Right.
You know, meat's flinging like steak and sausage out of his hands.
That's super. That's strange.
Ooh, this one's interesting.
All right.
I think a lot of people would take this one. You win $50,000, but every photo of you that exists would be deleted.
I mean, $50,000 really isn't that much money.
Yeah, but if you're not fond of getting pictures of yourself in the first place,
Yeah, that's true. I don't even have that many pictures of myself.
does
I
this
just
also
think
mean like
my
drawings?
great grandchildren. I want them to be able to see my picture, not in a narcissistic way. I just
It sounds kind of narcissistic.
well, maybe I am, but that is an interesting question. Okay, so $50,000. I mean, I could use 50 grand like currently, so that would be helpful. Um,
It's heavy.
it's all helpful anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
What's more heavy,
what's
the
the
pictures or
money
the
or the
money?
pictures? I know, but the pictures, you know,
It's against the Amish. Like if this was an Amish person answering this, they'd take the 50 grand right away
yeah.
because they don't take pictures because they believe it's vanity.
Mm.
That's why they don't have any pictures of themselves.
I feel like I'd probably, yeah, I'll take the money just because I feel like I could do a lot of good with that.
Yeah,
You know,
I think I'd go Amish as well.
let's do it. Full Amish,
Full Amish,
but like
Vanilla Ice.
vegan
Go
Amish.
goes vegan. Vegan Amish would be hard, dude.
Yeah.
65% said they would press this button.
All right.
All right, here's the next one. Are you ready?
I'm ready, bro.
You you have to listen to every single Blanky Time episode, but you also have to listen to the ads. Oh! Today's podcast is powered by this guy,
Grateful Coffee.
Grateful Coffee. Tell me more about Grateful Coffee, Matt.
Yeah, man. Grateful Coffee is a company that I own. We source Guatemalan coffee as well as coffees from other countries. We roast them in small batches. We deliver them directly to consumers within days. And we also partner with nonprofits in Guatemala who are devoted to doing good, changing people's lives, helping people live a better story. We help with feeding programs, water projects, education initiatives. And the whole idea is that you, the consumer, get to make a difference with your purchase. So we donate 100% of every 12-ounce bag we sell.
Power to the people.
And we use that money to do good. So that's Grateful Coffee. You can find out more online at www.grateful.coffee or on social media at grateful.coffee.
Pretty sweet.
But today's episode is also brought to you by
Oak Nut Workshop. Me, I am the master of Oak Nuts. Oak Nut Workshop is my craftsmanship company. I make custom things of all variety using metal, leather, and wood. Mix them all together. Do cool stuff with it. Make really epic stuff. So if you want to check out any of the cool stuff I've made or get some for yourself,
Do it.
you can go to oaknutworkshop.com and contact me there, or you can also check out everything else I've made on my social medias at Oaknut Workshop for all those things. Check it out. All right, man, that was such a lovely ad. I'm so glad I listened to that all
Yeah,
the way
man.
through and didn't skip through it.
Didn't skip it at all. Um, Awesome, dude. I got a couple for you.
You got a couple for
I got a couple
me.
more questions.
I got a couple for you. We're asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do?
All right. Here comes the question. Oh man, all these about you always get the rich and famous ones.
This just must be something in the air.
Oh, you like this one. Okay.
All right, hit me.
This is dope, and I would totally press this button. You gain the ability to fly with no limits on time, speed, or range.
No limits on speed?
Mm-mm.
Whoa.
You can just fly.
Okay.
But you'll leave a trail of sparkling pink rainbows wherever you go.
Oh, yeah. The earth would be plastered in sparkling pink
Right,
rainbows.
bro.
I'd be all...
The sky would be
Dude,
pink.
flying is one of the most inconvenient things in modern humandom to do. Because, like,
Right.
we have this ability to go travel to other cool places and junk, but the biggest thing to get over is flying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because it's just either expensive or inconvenient.
Inconvenient. You wait in line, and then you have to wait to get off the plane. Yeah, it's frustrating. You're stuffed in its metal can.
Yeah. Luckily, every time I've flown, I've always sat next to someone that I either knew or they were a nice person. So I've never had to deal with like airplane drama.
Really?
But I can imagine, like I've seen videos and junk, and it's crazy. Like if you wanna see humanity at its finest, one, go to the state fair and just people watch.
Right.
You'll lose faith in humans real fast.
Yeah.
Two, go to the airport. Those two places.
It's
I don't know what it is, but it's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on flights, are you the person that talks to the people that are sitting next to you, or do you try and like keep to yourself?
No, I might say something to them, chat it up a little bit.
Yeah.
My dad is the type of person who will talk to you the entire flight.
I get that.
And luckily, I think he's mostly sat next to people who are the same way. He's like, yeah, flying's great. You might meet somebody new and talk to them the entire time.
Bro, my dad is the same way though.
And it's like
100%.
How can you talk to somebody? Like I remember when I went to Mexico for the first time, I sat next to this dude, and I kind of just like when I first got my seat, I was like, hey, how are you? Whatever. Didn't say anything, and then there was like turbulence, and he had a Kindle,
Mm-hmm.
and it launched out of his hand down the aisle. And
Dang.
when he got it back, like someone handed it to him, I was like, that thing's pretty slippery, ain't it? Or whatever. I was like, what you reading? And we were talking about it. Like he does like a lot of. He did like a lot of. His job was really serious.
Oh.
And he had to read like a lot of like boring stuff all the time. So he was reading this book about like vampire zombies or whatever. He's like, I need literature to offset the stuff I'm reading on a daily basis.
I'm sure, yeah.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
He's a pretty chill dude.
Hey, if you're listening though, thanks for tuning in to Blanky Time, guy from Mexico's flight.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
So yeah, actually 88% of people press the button. So
yeah,
76,000.
It's like even if I had to leave a trail of diarrhea, I would still
bro,
take that
come
easy.
on, dude.
It's a bird. It's a plane. Oh, it's Stone Kiker.
Stone Kiker. What's that smell? That's yeah.
They're chemtrailing.
Right.
It's the chemtrails in the sky.
All right, this one's pretty dumb. I think they misspelled it. It says you can marry your Kirsch, Cursh.
Yeah,
but you won't be able to have kids. That feels.
That's basically my life right now.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people that aren't having kids nowadays. So.
Yeah, that one's kind of lame. Marry your crush. Who's coming up with these questions?
12-year-olds.
Frickin' 9-year-old.
Okay, this is dumb. You become a rich celebrity for 10 years, but you learn of the stress and pressure of society and the media puts on the famous and overdose. So you get 10 years of fame before you overdose.
Yeah, what? That's garbage. No.
Yeah.
9-year-old, stop writing these questions. These are
Thir-
trash.
34,000 people, 35,000 people said that it was worth pressing the button for
Yeah,
10
okay,
years.
maybe if I was like 70, then yeah, I would do it. Because why not? It'd be cool to be a rich and famous old guy for a little bit. Like
Right.
Dick Van Dyke. That guy's still kicking.
Dude, he's like, 100, crushing it.
Clint
All
Eastwood.
right. Last one. You may eat whatever you desire and never gain weight. But the more you eat, the less you weigh, resulting in you slowly starving yourself by eating.
What? Does that. Is there like. Okay.
I'll read it again. You may eat whatever you desire and never gain weight. But the more you eat, the less you weigh, resulting in you slowly starving yourself by eating.
What this means, though, is that even if you kept like a normal eating schedule, you would still end up dying from starvation.
Right.
Or is it like an exponential thing where like, if you have more than, 2 meals a day, then the effects start kicking in?
Yeah, that's a
Or
good
is it like
question.
or is it like where you decide, "Hey, I want to eat a ton on this day,"
But I'm gonna
and you
fast for
basically
3 days.
just yeah, like is there rollover?
I don't know. I feel like yeah. Slowly starving yourself by eating. The more you eat, the less you weigh. Like, there's only so much weight you can lose before you die, right?
But
So
so this kind of implies though if you don't eat at all, then you'll be fine.
yeah, but
Like you
you'll.
you won't need to eat
Oh right.
at all.
Yeah, that's true.
So like what
Maybe.
if you were like on my 600-pound life and this button shows up?
Well,
You
yeah,
press
you're
that bad
pressing it,
boy.
bro.
Because by the rate they're eating, it'd be like 3 days tops. They'd be down
Right,
to like 180.
bro. There you go. And then you just push a pause.
Yeah.
But if you love food, man, if you're addicted to food, that's the issue for a lot of people.
Now, it's only talking about food. If you want to get into
Bugs.
bugs, no.
Bugs.
If you want to get into loophole kingdom, you can just start drinking whatever you want
Right.
because it has no effect.
Yeah, you're right.
So
You're right.
you could just have like a pizza smoothie.
Dude, all day, bro. Let's
Yeah,
blend that sucker up.
like Wally, you know.
I never saw Wally.
What?
I know. I know. Let's
Oh
pass me.
my
All
god.
right, so are you pressing it or no?
If I was 600 pounds, yes.
So is that no? Because
Um,
you're not 600 pounds.
no. Yeah, I ain't doing
All
that.
right, so 28% of people pressed the button. 59,000 people did not. Well, makes sense. It tracks. Oh,
So
all right.
what did we learn today, Matt?
Well, I think we learned a lot about ourselves. I think I like to play it safe a little more than I used to.
Fame ain't
That's
worth it.
age. Fame's not worth it. You'll end up OD'd.
One of
Or
the
strung
questions
out.
one of the questions I saw was like, you'll be rich and famous, but you'll have to deal with what Justin Bieber deals with. And like if
I
you
love some
see
J
like the
Beebs.
crap Justin Bieber deals with like paparazzi and fans and stuff, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He's harassed all the time.
Yeah. And plus, he's got like a lot of health issues now, and probably a lot of mental health
Yeah.
issues because of a lot of that.
And for a long time he tried to be like nice and be like, "Can y'all please like
Yeah,
stop bothering me?"
yeah. I'm
He's
sure
like,
it's a lot of pressure. I have no desire to be famous or that's like. When I was younger, yeah, it would be nice, but I feel like social media has made it so that everyone thinks they can be famous.
yeah.
It's like, bro, who cares? Like, it's fine. We're here and we die, and no one remembers you.
Eventually you won't be remembered.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes. Read
Ecclesiastes.
it.
These
This
books.
episode brought to you by Ecclesiastes. Go read it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we definitely learned a lot. I think it was fun. We should do this again.
Oh,
Thank you, podcast we ripped off.
yeah. Yeah.
We
Will you
appreciate
press
you.
the button? A good time. Anyways, don't forget to go check out Grateful Coffee, Oaknut Workshop, all
Yeah,
that
bro.
jazz. Like, share, subscribe, comment on
Subscribe.
everything else. Do we want a question this week?
Let's do it.
What or a poll maybe?
Yeah, let's do a poll.
What poll do you want to do?
I don't know. Let's think about
Or
the
maybe just
episode. Would
the
you
the
press the
question
button?
would be, it would be, will you press the button, yes or no? That'll be the poll.
All right.
Blind, yeah, you guys
Blind pressing the
blindly
button.
push the button.
We'll tell you next week what you agreed to.
Oh, yeah, we
I like
tell them
that.
what the actual thing is next week.
Yeah.
And then you actually have to do it.
Okay. I'm down.
Epic.
Epic.
Alright, well,
Cool.
thank you so much
It's
for
been fun, man.
listening. Had an awesome time. And
Yeah.
Matt, what are they? They should never forget.
Get yourself some Blanky time.
Get yourself some Blanky time.
Blanky out.
Blanky out, baby.
Baby.